Hi, I'm going to explain to you how you can safely light a fire with using petrol or gasoline, and there are some certain safety precautions that you might want to follow, some guidelines. I thought this would be a great backdrop to show you that this stuff is dangerous, and if it goes wrong, it can go really wrong. So hey kids, if you're going to try this, make sure you've got an adult, and I mean with an adult, sane, sober adult that can actually help you if things do start to go wrong. And watch the video to the end so that you get all the instructions, because as you can see here, you don't want your place looking like this. We've got some petrol or gasoline, we've got an aluminium can. I've already tipped the fuel in there, no more than a third, very important, no more than a third of a can. Now, don't do this inside the house because you're bound to spill it everywhere, so do it a long way away from where you're going to light the fire. And inevitably you'll get petrol in the rim, or gasoline in the rim, and down the side of the can and probably all over your hands, so get a rag and wipe it dry so you've not got fuel all over your hands and all over the tin and all over the floor where you're going to light it. Okay, so we've got fuel in an aluminium tin. If there's lots of oxygen around and lots of fuel, the fuel burns really, really quickly. Inside the tin, there's not very much oxygen, so the fuel can only burn a little bit at a time. It can only burn out the top where there's lots of oxygen. So it's actually quite safe. I'm going to light this now. It'll go a little bit of a jump, and then it'll just be a tiny little flame. Look at that. The reason is there's not enough air in there for all the fuel to burn. That's quite safe. I'm going to put that in the fire. I'm going to lay it down. You don't want to lay it down with the opening downwards. You want to lay it down that way, otherwise you tip fuel all over yourself and you set the place on fire. So here we go. We're going to go inside and stick it in the fire. And in the fireplace here, we've got no paper, no kindling. We're just going to put the can. I've stacked the wood up so that the flames will go up through the middle of it. And you very carefully make sure the opening is upwards. And you just position your can underneath some of the bits of wood. And that's going to jam it with something there so it doesn't roll around. And that's it, we let it go. You have your flue open and your vents open like you would when you're normally lighting a fire. And that's it, that'll burn for about 10 or 15 minutes. By that time, the wood will be gone. That's it. Okay, this is the same fireplace. A little while later, you can still see the can in the bottom there, and the flames are just coming out the end. The can hasn't even burnt yet. And the aluminium can, you just leave it in the fire, it doesn't matter. It actually will help clear the soot out of the chimney. The aluminium, when it burns, it gives off some chemicals that breaks down the soot, so it's actually quite a good thing for your fire. As you can see, this fire's absolutely going, and that's so easy. No kindling, no paper, no fire lighters. Well, the fire lighter is the tin, that's it. So, yeah, thank you.